there was a Chrome update. Captured the information here with a link to it as far as additional information available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. As usual, 2 vulnerabilities. These were not 0 days. They were just normal vulnerability reports. There's the 10.200 and the 10.201 CVE numbers. So just be aware of that one as you go through your patch process this month or this Patch Tuesday. Capture that one as well. Chrome update there. Another one came out from Adobe as far as Acrobat and Reader goes. I know most of us go through and update our Reader updates out there that are out there. 2 vulnerabilities reported in these. One that has to do with arbitrary code execution. Another one is a security bypass vulnerability. They're already up to Bulletin 85 this month already. I mean, this year already. So a lot of releases on the Adobe side, and a lot of these are around Creative Cloud as well. Just talking about Creative Cloud applications, I've included the 2 that we support that were released this month. There was a critical update for Adobe Premium Pro. It's only a single vulnerability, 54.242 that was released, but it is for both versions of Premiere Pro, the 24 and 25 versions. Make sure if you're using this in your Creative Cloud, make sure you get it updated. It was rated critical. An important one as well for Adobe After Effects, 3 vulnerabilities that were related to a memory leak, typically an information disclosure type of vulnerability, so it's not as critical. They did rate this one important for the month. Again, this is Adobe After Effects in the Creative Cloud suite that came out. There were a number of other Adobe updates. You can check their security advisory page. I just included these because we do provide patches for these for our products, but there were others as well. Getting into the Microsoft releases for the month, we did see obviously the Windows 11 update. They addressed 58 vulnerabilities. The one I have highlighted in here is the one Chris talked about earlier, the 55.234 related to the SMB vulnerability, which is publicly disclosed. So I did have it highlighted in here. I also quoted the various KB articles. I included the Hot Patch KB article this month in particular because there is a known issue for those of you that are using Microsoft's Hot Patch capability. There is an issue with the PowerShell Direct Connect functionality is failing on Hot Patch systems, obviously the 24H2 and the 2025 devices. Essentially, it's an issue around an incompatibility when you have different versions of patch on the 2 pieces that are involved in the connection, the guest and the host. And basically their workaround right now, as they said, to update, make sure you update via hot patching or other methods, both the guest and the host to the latest version. Make sure that's updated, and then this issue will be resolved. That's their workaround for now. Haven't heard what else you're going to do yet, but that's what they quoted in the KB article for right now. That's the only known issue they reported this month, and again, it's related to the hot patch side. On the Windows 10 side, as Chris mentioned, we're rapidly approaching the standard end of life of Windows 10. So we'll probably see kind of a rush of updates next month, as well as another additional service stack update as they prepare version 22H2, which is the last one for ESU support. This month, though, across the board in all the Windows 10 updates, they had 56 vulnerabilities. Again, that publicly disclosed CVE related to the SMB transfer is part of this. So again, you want to make sure that your Windows 10 updates are applying the latest ones here. Same thing, they do offer hot patching on Server 2022, which is the Windows 10 kernel, by the way. And that same PS Direct is an issue there. So if you are running into that issue, if you are performing hot patching on that older server, make sure both the guest and host are up to speed. We did see 2 critical updates for Office, both the on-prem or the older legacy version of Office. This is the 2016 suite, as well as the long-term service channel for Mac. I quoted the different products that were impacted this month there in the Office suite. 14 vulnerabilities, a couple different types around remote code execution, spoofing, and information disclosure. Again, there were 14 vulnerabilities that were addressed and rated critical. A couple of critical vulnerabilities in there that drove up the rating on these patches. So on the Office side, you want to make sure that you are updating your older versions, as well as on the click-to-run versions. Similar kind of set of vulnerabilities. One was dropped. There are 14 in the other one and 13 in this one, and that happened to be the spoofing vulnerability. That is not an issue, apparently, in the online or click-to-run versions of Office, your 365 apps typically, which consist of, obviously, Office or Microsoft 365 apps, Office 2019, the long-term service channel versions 2021 and 2024. So be aware of those. Make sure you get all those updates in place. Again, 13 vulnerabilities, a couple rated critical in there this month for the online versions of Office. Chris did mention the publicly disclosed vulnerability related to SQL Server. It is a 2024 vulnerability. That is correct. It is 2024-21907. Must have been one, obviously, that was not addressed last year, but they brought it up now. I've quoted the different versions. There's the GDR as well as the CU updates, depending upon what patching model you're using for SQL Server. So they did offer the updates on both of those this month on all the supported versions, both 2016, 2017, and 2022 versions of SQL Server. No reported issues around this one. Rated important. So you want to make sure you get this one covered, obviously. And finally, SharePoint Server. A number of vulnerabilities here, 3 of them around remote code execution and information disclosure. I have the 3 CVEs listed. None of these are known to be exploited or publicly disclosed. They did have a known issue regarding calendar overlay again, so take a look at that and make sure that you have that covered in case you run into that with the update of SharePoint Server. Chris did talk about all the patches that were released between